G'day folks, Chris here. Hope you don't mind some developer commentary. We're just going to play Space War for a little bit, have a look at some bugs, see how the game's progressing. I've made a lot of progress in the last couple months. So we've just spawned in. I'm using the mouse, and here's the on-screen controls which you'll use on a mobile or tablet. Later on we'll swap to a joystick. So the left stick here is movement. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. The right stick here is your aimer, 360 degrees. Oop. See when I move it to the edge there, that's your fire button. These buttons here are fire control groups. You'll see they're mapped to these icons here, so you can easily see what's going on. All 4 of my turrets are mapped to fire control group 1 at the moment. These buttons here are your dash and boost. Boost mode is pulls the camera back a little bit, your ship goes a lot faster, and you use ship power and boost power. It also locks your aimer forwards. So you'll use this to sort of travel between control points, get into the battle fast, that sort of thing. Dash mode, or dash, sorry, is similar to Starlost. Tap it, you dash. Which direction you dash depends on your left stick. And if you hold this down, you'll charge your dash up. Pretty cool. Top left, pilot information. Top right, radar. Spins with the player, which is pretty popular, I hear. Top middle, control point icons. A, B. A is where we spawned. B is this one in the distance up there. I'm just going to plug the joystick in. So the game supports any gamepad. Let's have a look. We can mine some asteroids, can go into the battle, fly around. We can see some enemies in the radar there. Should probably go check that out. Any gun does damage to an asteroid. The weapons I have equipped are a Gatling gun and a torpedo launcher. I've actually set the Gatling gun to do mining and damage, so it's doing 100% damage to these asteroids, and it will only do about 10% damage to an enemy. And vice versa for the torpedo. The torpedo does almost no damage to these asteroids. Now my cargo is already sort of half full, so let's go drop stuff off. Dropping things off in Space War is done at a drop-off point. Rather than going back to base, we go to a drop-off point. These are scattered all throughout the world. That was a pro move. I'll just go in stealth mode. Okay. You can see on the radar and in the distance there we've got a battle raging. We've got to help out our coalition teammates. Getting destroyed by the collective scum. So these are just NPCs, they're just shooting each other. These are actually scouts. My weapons do a lot more damage than the NPCs at the moment. Probably a balance issue. I can also ram through them. You notice the NPC weapons are doing damage to asteroids as well. Cool. So what we want to do here is actually take our team down to control point B, take over. So let's turn boost mode on. See on our radar, I've got enemies coming down. I can snipe them off from a distance, that's fine. what we want to do is actually get as many units as we can inside the control point circle. This will increase our team's influence in that control point and eventually swap the point over to coalition. And hopefully we don't die. Respawn doesn't work yet. So the base has seen us and started bombing us with torpedoes. What we can do is actually destroy parts of this base. So this front section here can be destroyed separately. That'll help us out a bit. See, here's a bug. Those dudes were stuck. They're trying to flee from me, so I have a much higher combat rating than them. What we need to do is destroy as many of these enemy scouts as we can. See the little control point in the middle there starting to turn white. You'll notice as well I've been aiming using the ship. So far that's a lot easier than aiming using the aimer. And that's something I'll be working on. There's the aimer. There's our control point status here. You can see as well the icon on the top. So you can see the control point status from anywhere by the icon. Okay, very close now. And swapped. Cool. So now we can choose control point B as a spawn point. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. You can see it's spawning coalition scouts now. Hey guys. Great. This control point in the distance there, that's control point D. If we go over there, we'll actually notice they're spawning a different enemy now. They're spawning fighters because we've increased the coalition threat in this sector by capturing control point B. These scouts here, this is a bug. They're just kind of milling about. They're in patrol mode. And they're kind of stuck. They should be heading off to control point D with me. Let's go have a look at these fighters. A bit of drive-by mining. Cargo's full. Let's go drop the cargo off. The fighters spawning at control point D, they'll be heading towards control point C, that one in the distance there. So we'll probably find them sort of halfway, or probably closer to point C. I can see them in the distance there, there's some flying around. just wanted to show that they shoot lasers. That's pretty much it. Cool. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed. If you want more of these, hit me up on Discord.